Our series, Changing the Game, highlights extraordinary women who are breaking barriers in all walks of their life here in this country. So for Black History Month, we are featuring Black-founded businesses. In 2014, Monique Rodriguez, who had a career as a registered nurse, created a hair care product in her kitchen. Now, its success prompted her to launch her beauty and hair care line. It's called Mielle. We'll explain that. I love the name of the company. We'll explain later. Mielle Organics. 10 years later, Mielle distributed in nearly 90 countries and has sold more than 100,000 stores in this country. Then in 2021, Monique became the first Black woman to sign a non-controlling investment deal of more than $100 million with Berkshire Partners. Then last year, it just keeps going.
I know.
Procter & Gamble acquired Mielle, with Monique staying on as CEO, and her husband is COO. They ain't messing around, these two. Good morning and welcome.
Welcome.
Good morning.
So we'll get to the business part in just a second, but I want to start with the personal part for you, because your company really started out of tragedy. Set the scene for us.
Yeah, so I started the company in 2014 because I've always loved the beauty and hair industry. But I was encouraged growing up to go the more traditional route, to find a job that equated stability. So I became a nurse. I did that for 8 years, but I wasn't fulfilled, and I felt that there was more to my life. I wanted something more purposeful, but I didn't know how to achieve that. In 2013, I experienced a traumatic loss of my son when I was 8 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant.
Yeah, it was a high-risk
so sorry
pregnancy.
for that. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And instead of becoming down and depressed, I chose to channel that pain into purpose. And number one, it was developing a closer relationship with God. And once I did that, I had the vision to just go on social media. And I looked at social media as a creative way to express myself and to get my mind off of what I was going through with my son. And I started making concoctions.
So you literally just went in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You literally just went in your kitchen.
Just literally went in my kitchen and pulled out different food products like honey and avocado, because I always believed in like natural healing, and having that science background, it helped me understand a little bit more about the science of human anatomy and hair. And I was also having hair challenges myself. So it was me nursing my own hair back to health and sharing that. And I saw that other women were also faced with some of the same challenges. And women started gravitating to the information that I was providing. And then they started asking to buy the mixtures that I was making. And that's when I had the light bulb moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Madam C.J. Walker, more than 100 years ago, started she was the first woman self-made millionaire in America. That's how she started her business. But you, like her, did not get a lot of capital from banks. It was difficult to get loans. How did you move through that huge challenge?
Yeah, so unfortunately, less than 1% of Black women have raised over $1 million. So that's a very sad statistic in itself. You know, and my husband and I, we built the company together, and we literally bootstrapped our way. We didn't take on funding until 2020. So it was very challenging, and we went through a period of, not having profitable growth. And that was something that we had to climb ourselves out of that hole, but not having, mentorship. We came from totally different industries and came into this business world, and we really didn't have anyone to teach us the ropes. So we were learning as we
But then you get to sell the company, guys, and then you're criticized because they said, there she goes, it's no longer Black-owned, she's selling out. And to that you say what?
Well, I would say, I understand the criticism, right? And I know that people will tend to criticize what they don't understand, because we don't see enough Black women doing things like this. And it's not selling out, it's selling up. Because as I mentioned earlier, less than 1% of Black women have raised funding. This now sets the trajectory for more women. Like, I stand on the shoulders of a Madam C.J. Walker. I am opening up the door. I'm breaking glass ceilings. And when you're breaking glass ceilings, it's a lot comes with that territory, right?
You're CEO and he's COO.
And
so
I'm
you're
still
very
staying on.
hands-on and involved in this company.
So one of the things that you have, when we're talking about this, but I think for other people out there who want to try to replicate what you've done, what can they do when they face those challenges that a lot of small Black business owners in this country face? Can't get a bank loan. The organizations that are set up to help small businesses are often not helping Black business and entrepreneurs. Yeah,
well, now there are a lot more resources now. There are a lot of funds that are for supporting Black women and helping Black women scale their businesses. I would say, number one is to raise your hand and ask for help. Find someone that has done what you're looking to do. And how do you find those people? You go out to networking events, you go to business workshops and seminars. That's how we were able to network and find our mentors. They didn't fall in our laps. We had to go out there and find them. Well, so make make sure you ask questions, and people will show you the roadmap like they've done to us.
Now, Mielle, people are going to be raising their hands looking for you and Melvin.
Right,
I love
right.
the quote from Melvin, your husband,
Yes.
who says success is what?
Success is not owned, it's rented.
Boom.
Rent is due every day.
Isn't that good?
That's so good. That
And we
is
should
so
say the
good.
name of the company, because when we heard you were coming on, the producer, Aaron, said, everybody said, I use her product, I know her product. Jessica came to me and said, you know, my daughter uses her product every day. Mielle is the middle name of your children.
Yes, my 2 daughters.
Are Ariel and?
Gabrielle.
And so you call Mielles.
They're Mielles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nicely done.
And your husband is
Congratulations.
Melvin.
And
Thank you,
husband Melvin.
yes.
Monique Rodriguez is doing it. We thank you.